On page 1110 of our notes, we're going to continue dividing. However, as you can see, most of these can't be simplified. A few of them can, so we'll still use our steps from the front, but sometimes they can't be simplified and you end up with a square root in the denominator, which is not allowed. So in order to be fully simplified, you cannot have a radical, so a square root in the denominator. So what we do is called rationalizing the denominator. And to do that, you need to multiply both the numerator and denominator, so both the top and the bottom, by whatever radical you have in the denominator. So we're going to go through the odd ones and then come back and do the even ones. So if you look at 13, we cannot simplify 4 and 7 anyway because one has a square root and one doesn't. So to get rid of the square root of 7, we have to multiply by the square root of 7. Now, this is something you might want to write off to the side. The square root of x times the square root of x is the square root of x squared. So if I wanted to do this the long way, I would write this as 4 square root of 7 over the square root of 49, right? 7 times 7 is 49. But the square root of 49 is just 7. So what you can do is if you notice that you are multiplying a square root by itself, that is just going to give you x. And the reason is that the square root of x squared just gives you x back. So if you can see that down here, and this is going to happen every time with your denominator, instead of doing square root of 49 in this case, you can just right away say, okay, that's going to give us 7. So we could skip this step, and right away our answer is 4 square root of 7 over 7. If you feel more comfortable taking this step where you write out the square root with the number in the bottom, that is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. 15 should kind of say, oh, wait a second, 81 is a perfect square. So I'm going to break this into the square root of 81 over the square root of 2. So I have 9 over the square root of 2, and now it looks like problem number 1. So I need to get rid of the square root of 2. So I need to multiply by the square root of 2 over square root of 2. Now we're not multiplying it by anything other than 1. So we're not changing the numeric value of it. We're just changing how it looks. So our top number is 9 square root of 2 over, again, if you need to write square root of 4, you can. But hopefully you can just remember that square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is just 2. And that is our final answer. These 2's cannot be simplified because one is in the square root and one is not. For 17, the only thing different is now we have a 4 out in front. 3 and 2 cannot be simplified, so I'm just going to multiply by square root of 2 and square root of 2. So my 4 stays on the outside. I can multiply the 3 and 2 together to get 6 because they're both underneath. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is just 2. So some people think that that is the final answer, but it is not. So if you look at this, we have 4 over 2, both on the outside, that can be simplified. So our final answer for this one actually needs to be 2 square root of 6. So you constantly have to be looking for things to simplify. There are 2 different ways to do 19. You could actually go ahead and multiply by the square root of 10 and the square root of 10. It just makes it a little bit longer. So if you want, you could simplify first. So 10 over 12 is 6 over 5. So I have a 5 and a square root of 6 and then a square root of 5. Okay, so again, I'll do this work off to the side. Square root of 12 over square root of 10. I can do square root of 12 over 10 all together, and that simplifies to square root of 6 over 5. So then I can go back and break it apart into my 2 separate ones. So that's essentially all the work I did just to get to my first step. So now I need to multiply by square root of 5 and square root of 5. So I have 5 square root of 30 all over 5. Okay, again, it's the square root of 25, which is just 5. So these 5's cancel out, and I'm left with square root of 30 for my final answer. For 21, you can simplify the 4 and the 6 right away. So I'm going to make this 4 a 2 and this 6 a 3. And then I need to get rid of the square root of 2. So I have square root of 2 and square root of 2. So I have 2 square root of 10 on the top and 3 square root of 4 on the bottom. Okay, so I did write that one out, but hopefully you realize, oh, that's just a 2. So even though there's a number in front, the 2 and 2, square root of 2 and square root of 2 is just going to cancel out to 2. So I actually have 2 square root of 10 all over 6. We need to simplify the 2 and the 6 to 1/3. So square root of 10 over 3. If there's a 1 in front, you do not need to write it. So just leave it as square root of 10 over 3. And 23. We can't simplify 3 and 8, so right away we can do the square roots. So we end up with the square root of 24 over 2 times 8 is 16. So again, I have 2 already. Square root of 8 times square root of 8 is just 8. So that's how I got my 16. We are not finished because 24 has a perfect square. So 24 gets split into 4 times 6, square root, don't forget the 16. Square root of 4 is 2, square root of 6 all over 16. So then I need to simplify 2 and 16 to 1/8. So square root of 6 over 8 is my final answer. So now that you've seen the odd ones, see if you can go back and try the even ones and check your answers. For 14, I can't simplify, so right away I do square root of 2 and square root of 2. That gives me square root of 10 over square root of 4, which is square root of 10 over 2. Again, if you can skip this step and just remember that square root times square root will give you whatever is underneath. So square root of 2 times square root of 2 just gives us 2. Number 16. The easiest way to do this is to simplify this. 6 over 18 is 1/3. I'm going to do square root, square root. Square root of 1 is just 1, so I'm actually going to multiply by my square roots right away. Square root of 3, square root of 3. So this is just 1 times the square root of 3 is square root of 3. These two multiply to square root of 9, which is just 3. Hopefully you notice that the square root of 4 is just 2. And then I can simplify 2 over 10 to 1 over 5. So I'm going to rewrite this as 1 over 5 square root of 3. So I did a whole bunch of simplifying before I even started. So now I'm going to do square root of 3 over square root of 3. So square root of 3 on the top. 5 times 3 gives me 15 on the bottom. Again, if you need to take more steps than that, there's nothing wrong with that. Take as many steps as you need. Number 20, there's nothing I can do to simplify, so I need to do square root of 6 right away. So I have 2 square root of 6 on the top. 5 times 6 gives me 30 on the bottom. So then I need to simplify 2 and 30, which would give me 1, so just square root of 6 over 15. You don't need to write the 1 in front of the square root of 6. 22, again, you could go ahead and multiply by the square root of 6 right away. It's going to be easier if you simplify 3 over 6 to 1 over 2. So I'm going to have 2 square root of 1 over 3 square root of 2. I'm actually going to erase the square root of 1 because the square root of 1 is just 1 and we're timesing it by 2, so we don't need it. So then I have square root of 2 and square root of 2. Gives me 2 square root of 2 over 3 times 2 gives me 6. Simplify your 2 and 6 to give us square root of 2 over 3. And finally, 24. We cannot simplify anything, so you're going to do your square root of 12 right away. That gives me 4 square root of 60 all over 12. So I'm going to do 2 things here. The 4 cancels to a 1, the 12 cancels to a 3. The 60 needs to get split into 4 times 15. 4 is our biggest perfect square that goes into 60. And then my denominator is 3. Square root of 4 is 2. So your final answer, I'm going to write it down here, is 2 square root of 15 all over 3. So these ones get a lot trickier. Obviously, you're still going to look for perfect squares. If you have them, take the square root right away. You also might be able to simplify first. If you've simplified and you still have a square root in the bottom, in the denominator, then you need to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by that square root. So that way you can get rid of it.